Hello everyone, my name is Sai, my pronouns are she, her. I'm CEP's Trans Justice Organizer and I facilitate our Queens Unchained monthly group. When someone asked me what my aha moment is, a couple of years ago I was just walking somewhere and it was a cloudy day and I just thought to myself, maybe you are a girl. And in that specific moment, the clouds parted and I could feel the warmth of the sun on my face, and for a second I kind of had like a small religious experience and I was like, maybe this is meant to be, maybe there's some kind of higher power giving me a sign. So I did have a piece that affirmed my identity. You see, this necklace here was given by my grandmother a few years ago, and I used to wear a pendant on it. And in the beginning of my transition, I would add a little bit of femininity to my regular, outfits. And at first I started with earrings. One day I was, walking around on Jamaica Avenue and I saw this lady, she was selling like little pieces of jewelry. I went in and I saw this tiny pendant. It's about 1 inch in diameter and it was of a tree of life and it was painted silver. But unfortunately I lost it a couple months ago actually, but I thought I would feel upset about it, but actually I don't. That portion of my life is behind me, and in my life at this point I'm happy to say that I've been consumed with love in so many different occasions. About 2 years ago, the Caribbean Equality Project, we have something called the Leadership Summit where we go and we spend time together, and I remember being in the kitchen with Tiffany and some of the other leaders and just cooking food that I would eat at my grandmother's or my mother would make on a Sunday morning. And I just felt very peaceful, very at home. The weirdest memory of my transness, well, I remember, again, I'm just walking around and the sun is behind me, so my shadow's in front of me. And I could see that it was just such a girly shadow. And I just remember thinking to myself, damn, who is that? Like, that's a sexy shadow. I like that shadow. It's not something you might read about in a transition, piece, but it was really validating. How would I define joy and empowerment as a Caribbean trans femme person? Looking good is part of it, of course. It's not easy being trans and you do get hate for it, and it can be dangerous at times. So just being able to have people to rely on, knowing you're part of a community, seeing other real examples of representation, of models of possibility. Please join us on March 31st for Laidback In Heels, where we'll continue this conversation.